So, you did it. You got the new Samsung Galaxy S25. This thing is an absolute beast. It's a creative studio, a powerhouse, your connection to everything. But are you really using it? The whole point of this explainer is to take you from just being a new owner to being a true master of your device. We're going to uncover its deepest potential, one step at a time.
Okay, let's just dive right into this quote. I saw this from a longtime user online, and it just perfectly captures why we're here. Most people, they just scratch the surface. But all the real magic, it's in that other 65%. And that's exactly what we're going to unlock today.
First things first, let's make this phone feel like your phone. We're going to start with the customizations that have the biggest impact. And trust me, we're going way beyond just slapping on a new wallpaper. This is all about making the S25 an extension of you.
Your lock screen is the first thing you see dozens, maybe hundreds of times a day. So let's make it smart. Instead of one boring image, you can set up to 5 different image packs that change automatically. It'll always feel fresh. Or get this, you can use your own photos and have them react to the actual weather. So a sunny picture you took can literally start raining on your screen. And don't sleep on the widgets. You can pop a voice recorder on there for quick thoughts, or even the interpreter app for travel, all without even unlocking your phone.
Okay, now for those of you who really want to get under the hood, there's a not-so-secret weapon from Samsung themselves that is an absolute game-changer. It's called Good Lock. You'll find it in the Galaxy Store, and it's basically the key to customizing almost every single pixel of your phone. So, Good Lock isn't just one app. It's like a whole suite of little mini-apps or modules. With Keys Cafe, you can make your keyboard light up with rainbow effects every time you type. Routines Plus lets you set up super advanced triggers, like doing something with a specific fingerprint. And Fantastic, you can change your S Pen cursor into a little heart or a cartoon character. This is where you really start to bend the phone to your will.
All right, so your phone looks the part. Now let's make it think the part. The S25 has this incredibly powerful AI engine built in, and it is not a gimmick. Here's how you actually put that brain to work for you.
Have you ever been scrolling, you see something in a photo or a video, and you're like, what is that? Well, with Circle to Search, you just press and hold the home button, you draw a circle around whatever you're curious about, and bam, Google results pop up right there. You don't even have to leave the app you're in. It's so fast, it feels like magic.
Now this looks like a simple process, but what's happening here is incredible. You know how you'll have a super long video from a vacation or an event? Well, the Gallery's AI can scan that entire video and automatically pull out the best, most interesting moments, creating a perfect highlight reel for you with just one tap. This saves a ridiculous amount of time.
Bixby Routines is basically your phone's own little automation butler. You just create simple rules. If I get to work, then mute my phone. Or, if it's 10 p.m., then turn on the blue light filter. You set these up one time, and then your phone just intelligently adapts to your life every single day.
Look, the Galaxy S25's camera is absolutely amazing on auto. But the real magic, the kind of photos that make people stop scrolling and ask, how did you take that? That happens when you take manual control.
And let's be totally clear, for 90% of your photos, point-and-shoot auto mode is brilliant. It uses so much computational wizardry to give you an incredible shot with zero effort.
But for that other 10%, for capturing that silky smooth waterfall or that perfect shot of the stars or that stunning portrait, you've got to take the wheel. So the question is, are you ready to go beyond just pointing and shooting and unlock what this camera can really do? The key to all of this is Expert RAW. It's a separate download you grab from the Galaxy Store, but you can get to it right from the main camera app. This thing unlocks full DSLR-like manual control over everything, ISO, shutter speed, you name it. And, crucially, it shoots in RAW format. Think of that like a digital negative. It captures way more data, which gives you insane flexibility when you go to edit those photos later.
So we've customized the look, we've put the AI to work, and we've mastered the camera. Now it's time to pop the hood. We're going to tune the engine and optimize the phone's performance and battery life for exactly how you use it.
So our first step is a classic Android power user trick, unlocking the hidden developer options menu. All you do is go into your phone's software info and just tap on the build number 7 times. It sounds weird, but trust me, this is the secret gateway to our next few performance tweaks. And this right here is probably the single biggest impact tweak you can make. Once you're in developer options, find the 3 settings for animation scale. They're all set to 1x by default. Just change all of them to 0.5x. This one tiny change literally halves the time of all the system animations, making your entire phone feel dramatically faster and snappier. All right, let's talk about a hot topic in the power user community, RAM+. This feature uses a bit of your phone's storage as virtual RAM. Now, there are two camps. Team Turn It Off says, look, you've got 12 gigs of real super fast RAM. You don't need the slower virtual memory that might cause slowdowns. But Team Leave It On says Samsung designed it to keep more apps open in the background and that it really helps. There's no right answer. It's your call, but it's a debate worth knowing about.
Here are 3 more quick wins for you. First, turn on Light Performance Mode. You get a serious boost in battery life with no slowdown you'll ever notice in daily use. Second, double-check that your screen resolution is set to the Max QHD+. A lot of times it defaults to a lower resolution out of the box. And for all your gamers, enable bypass charging. It powers the phone directly from the charger, which keeps the battery cooler and healthier during those long gaming sessions.
Okay, we have customized, automated, and optimized this phone into a masterpiece. Now, we have to make sure it's secure. I know this isn't the most glamorous part, but believe me, it is the most important. Let's run through the essential settings you need to turn on, like right now.
This feature is just genius. Basically, if your phone gets snatched out of your hand while it's unlocked, the sensors can detect that sudden rapid movement away from you and will instantly lock the phone down. This stops a thief from getting into your data, even if the screen was on when they grabbed it.
Here are 4 more critical settings that, and this is kind of crazy, are not all on by default. Auto Blocker stops malware from being installed from sketchy websites or USB sticks. Offline Finding uses a whole network of other Galaxy devices to help you find your phone, even if it's not on the internet. Send Last Location is a total lifesaver if the battery dies. And finally, just add your contact info to the lock screen. It's such a simple way to get your phone back if a good person finds it.
So we've gone on this journey together. We've taken this device from a standard out-of-the-box tool and turned it into a personalized, intelligent, high-performance masterpiece. It's a reflection of you now. So the final thought I'll leave you with is this. Now that you've put in all this work to make it perfect, isn't making sure it's protected your absolute top priority?